Yes, my people, it's your boy Melvin Mentor, and today's episode is a combined 11 with La Liga and the Premier League. First things first, we go to our goalkeeper, and I'm just reacting to, this is a picture I see on social media. This is a sort of final sort of projection of what people think is the best combined 11 between both leagues. In goal we have at first Courtois, and yeah, there's a lot of competition for goalkeepers. When we're looking at both leagues, got Courtois, we've got Oblak, I would say we've got Alisson Becker, Donnarumma. There's some standout goalkeepers. If we're looking at the best of the best, David Raya has a shout in there as well based on his form for the last couple of years. And yeah, it's a tough one. Obviously in this graphic here they've put in Courtois. I think Courtois is probably top 5 goalkeepers in the world, maybe top 3 for some people. For me personally, I'm picking Donnarumma, you know. I think Donnarumma deserves to be in this team. He's been, in 2025, the best goalkeeper in the world, rightly so, especially for his performances in the Champions League with PSG. And I think right now, especially with his transition from France to England with Manchester City, I think Donnarumma trumps it in terms of the best goalkeeper in the world currently. David Raya's got a good shout, I would say. I think he's been superb for Arsenal for the last couple of seasons. So, but I do think based on current form and for the last 6 months, Donnarumma is our goalkeeper. Now right back, we look at the right back. Here we have Timber in place, who I think is one of the best defenders in world football in terms of 1v1 defending. Going forward, I still think he has a lot to improve. If we're talking about 1v1 defending, getting past your fullback, Timber's definitely up there with some of the best, and he's in terms of tough opponents. When I look at right back, we've got Carvalho, we've got Trent, we've got Reece James, Timber. Yeah, there is a lot of options there. Trent hasn't really lit it up at Real Madrid yet. Still his first season, still 6 months into the season. Carvalho has only just come back from an ACL injury, so Valverde's been playing right back a lot. Reece James, who's been probably ever present this season for Chelsea, I think he's been superb. Played a lot of right back, right back and midfield. Obviously got Timber. So based on current form, Arsenal top of the league, the Premier League, top of the Champions League as well, going into the round of 16 games. Timber probably deserves it. He's been the most consistent right back in the Premier League. So yeah, I agree with this one. I think Timber stays in the team. But guys, let me know what you think. 2 centre halves now. This one's interesting. We've got Gabriel, Saliba. It's a lot of centre halves across both leagues. Some big centre halves when I think about it. We've got at Barcelona, we've got Sabasi, stands out. Madrid, you've got Huijsen, Rudiger, Militao. City, you've got Ruben Diaz. Arsenal, you've obviously got the duo, Gabriel, Saliba. Liverpool have Van Dijk. Yeah, so it was an interesting one. I do think Gabriel and Saliba have been the best defensive duo when we're talking about centre-halves for the last maybe 2 years. If that Van Dijk had an outstanding season last season, he's probably the best defender. But I think him and Konaté are not as good as Saliba and Gabriel. And it's no surprise that they keep a lot of clean sheets. So I'm going to go with Saliba and Gabriel. I agree with them staying in the team. Now move on to left back. Left back, Cucurella is in the team. He's been very consistent for Chelsea, especially in the last 2 years. And in the left back, in terms of his competition, you've got Balde at Barcelona. You've also got Correas and Mendy at Real Madrid, I'd say. So O'Reilly's done well for Man City this season. One thing I will say, honourable mention. Cucurella's been good though, man. I think Cucurella's been very good for, especially the last 18 months. He got a lot of stick when he went to Chelsea with his form being patchy and stuff, but the last 18 months to 2 years, I think he's been very good. So if we're looking at left backs, Calafiori as well. good shout out to him because last season he was injured for a lot of the season. This season has been very, very consistent. He's only been injured for the last couple of weeks, but yeah, I think Cucurella stays in. So realistically, I agree with the back four. The back four stays the same. The goalkeeper changes. Now we move on to midfield. The midfield three. I'll keep the same formation. Rice, Caicedo, Pedri. It's an interesting one because I think two of them players are top 5 midfielders in the world right now. Maybe all 3 of them are. And the midfield is stacked with a lot of competition across both leagues. You've got Jude Bellingham, Valverde, Camavinga, Pedri, De Jong. There's some players, man. Tchouaméni. And then across the Premier League, obviously you've got Caicedo, Rice, Zubimendi, Enzo Fernandez, Reinders, Foden, Shirky, Bernardo Silva, Rodri as well. So do you know what? I think that this midfield three is balanced very, very well. I think if you just flip the script and you have Caicedo sitting, who's probably been the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League this season, and in world football, he's definitely in the top 5 for world football if we're talking about defensive midfielders that do the dirty work in teams. And then I'm having Rice in the 8, Pedri in the 8 as well. So I think Pedri's been top 3 midfielders this season as well. He's been superb. Rice as well, justifying that 100 million price tag. So yeah, that midfield 3, I would say they're probably top 5 in the world right now, along with a few others, I'd say. So keeping that midfield 3 now, the front 3 is outrageous, by the way. Probably the scariest front 3 in world football. And although Mbappe doesn't play on the left for Real Madrid, you have to put him and Haaland in the team. So something has to give. Haaland, Mbappe and Harry Kane are the best strikers in the world right now, in my personal opinion, right now. But at the same time, I do think that you have to have both of them in this team. So we will have Mbappe on the left, even though we've got Vinny and a lot of other players that play on the left. Shout out to them. Haaland has to be in the middle. Lamine Yamal, no one's taking Lamine Yamal's spot. Obviously he's got Saka, the Mo Salahs and that, but I think Lamine Yamal is a level above, man. He's really, really in a level above. So I agree with the front 3. I think the front 3 speaks for itself. I don't really need to justify it. So the team is actually set in stone, other than the goalkeeper, but you could argue that Courtois could stay in. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments and who you would change and take out of your teams. If you like the episode, please hit the like, comment, subscribe and share button. It's been your boy Melvin Minter and Minter Madness, and we are out.